right.
Good evening. It's February 23rd, 2025. We're in Studio 1C today, and it's my pleasure and honor to be speaking with a true World War II combat veteran,
Yeah.
Mr. John J. Jeckovich.
John J. Jeckovich.
Yes, sir. How are you doing today, Mr. Jeckovich?
Huh?
How are you doing today, Mr. Jeckovich?
Good, I'm good.
You're looking well. We just showed you of your son-in-law, David Noss, put you a nice World War II monument in Niagara Falls.
Did what?
We just showed
Oh,
you
he put
pictures.
that-
David Noss put you in a beautiful monument in Niagara Falls, New York. And David just sent you the pictures, and we showed them to you, and it's very nice. You see the pictures of yourself and your name on the wall of the World War II.
Yeah, that's everybody from Niagara Falls or what? For the country?
No, not Niagara Falls. Your brother Lewis was on there too. So that was a nice thing that David Noss did, and I showed you all the pictures. So that was a good day. And I heard you had another special visitor today.
Amber.
Wasn't she a fine girl?
Yeah.
You two had lunch together?
Yeah.
Well, she can really break up your day, can't
No, she left early. She had
to go to work. She's doing some work today. So you have a beautiful day. You're looking well. And I showed you a memorial that your son-in-law David Noss put together for you in Niagara Falls, New York. That was a beautiful thing. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, he's got two doctors, his left leg and his right leg. He jogged for 80 years, which is keeping him in this great health today. He reads 3 newspapers each and every morning without the assistance of any type of glasses. So we're getting down to the end of your book, Mr. Jeckovich. I'm trying to cut through a few pages today, but we have more text messages that came in. You want me to read a few pages?
Yeah, go ahead.
Up to answering any text messages?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your dog tag number?
42965.
Okay, let me hit a few pages, and I hope you move quickly on your second book because I don't have much material left to read. This is when Mr. Jeckovich closed down the store, and he's got a little bit more time for himself. Yesterday he got a beautiful gift from a CB World War II veteran who retired from Hooker. He got a gold coin with Trump's picture on it.
Yeah.
So that was a nice gift. The man lived on Cutterback. Are you familiar where Cutterback is?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 streets from Niagara, not from Ball Street, or from Niagara Street. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Even the church has changed from my youth. The Vatican has declared that Mass would be said in English rather than Latin. So when you were a young boy, the Mass was in Latin when you went to church. And now you say here it's got converted to English. Correct?
Say again?
The Roman Catholic Mass at Our Lady of the Rosary, when you were a boy, was spoken Latin language, and now it's in English.
They said Latin when they were giving out the communion and then. But the priest gave a lecture in English. All the boys talked in English. I talked in English.
The priests were no longer towering figures they represented when I was a boy, but were related to be social counselors and propagandists. Why they even allowed women to come to church without wearing hats. All through these various phases we had traveled, our courtship and marriage, birth of children, and their growing years, finally their departure from our lives. We would be confronted with short visits from Millie and Steve. They would visit Grandma. It would be the same scenario. It would usually be some holiday, like Christmas, which always was worrisome for me. Their audacious and superficial demeanor was the first thing that struck you when you greeted them. Even if you had forgotten it from their last visit, they were rudely reminded by it instantly, and their modish disregard for people. What in particular riled me at the same time, Steve's indifference on the complete lack of understanding of my decision, of my situation during unemployment. He was a part manager of a team negotiating a new work contract at his place, and in his final throes of completing it, he would present seething discourse on how heinous and disagreement the union's position was presented, and how they should consider themselves fortunate for what they had attained through their good and benevolent employer. Grandma would give me one of her controfacial expressions that I immediately understood. She did not want any discord. She knew how I felt, but would not stand for any bad behavior. I usually complied with it, but it was difficult. Steve's puffery was excessive, the pawing was endless and wearisome. I looked forward to with great anticipations when they would depart.
Yeah, he was writing a book too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said so many words 50 times.
Uh-huh. Let me see. I'm going to pick up some.
What time you got? It's better to be early. 7:19, yeah.
You feel like reading, answering any text questions?
Who?
You feel like answering any text questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
What were the thoughts on the atomic bomb being dropped on Japan? What were your thoughts on the atomic bomb being dropped on Japan?
End the war faster.
Okay. Do you remember the victory in Europe, V-Day, or the victory over Japan Day, VJ Day?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you remember about the VE Day, Victory in Europe Day?
I was over in Europe then.
Was it a great big celebration?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever encounter any prisoners of war?
Did I ever encounter prisoners of war?
Yeah.
So we over a couple of stockades up they were there. American prisoners and Germans.
Oh, okay. Mr. Jeckovich, what is your opinion on how World War II is portrayed in movies and history books today?
It's all beat up. People all beat up.
It's not realistic.
Yeah.
It's not realistic, right? What kind of training prepared you to go into combat?
What kind of training?
Yeah.
Double hike, double walking for 6 months before.
Okay. Can you describe a typical day on the front lines?
Typical boredom and excitement
So
go back hand in hand. Yeah.
Uh-huh. How did you cope with the stress of war?
How did I cope with the stress in war?
Stress of war, yeah.
Yeah.
How did you cope with it? What did you do to cope with the stress
find some avenues that were different where you're living. Get a different attitude on stuff.
Okay. Okay. What exact weapons did you use during World War II?
Well, I started out with a 45, was useless. Had a machine gun. Had a flamethrower.
I see. What was the biggest challenges you faced in combat?
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Uh-huh. Did you enlist or were you drafted?
I was drafted in 1933. I was 33.
33 is the code for a teenager, 18 or 19.
Yeah, that's who they grabbed.
Mm-hmm. Did you receive any letters or packages that particularly stood out when you were in the World War II?
No, I think my poor mother sent two of them out, and that was it.
But you received them, right?
Yeah, I received it.
How would you receive mail in a combat field?
No, they leave it in an area behind the combat area, and then when you're free on a pass or something, they give it to you.
Was there great excitement?
And they would bring it up to the line if they could make it. Yeah.
They could make it. Was there great excitement when a soldier would receive mail?
Oh yeah.
A great excitement.
Yeah.
I see. And when you sent mail to your mother, you said you wrote her a letter just about every day, and the government censored it and converted it into V-mails. Was the mail that your mother sent you censored?
The what?
You said when you sent out a letter to your mother, the mail was censored.
Oh yeah, the stuff was blacked out. And I didn't think I kept the family affair, and that was it. What do I know what the hell's going on over there?
And that mail was called V-mail, correct?
Yeah.
But when you received mail from your mother, were her letters censored also?
Yeah.
Both ends, coming and going.
Yeah, but there was no black dots on it because I didn't send anything.
I see.
I just talked to her about the family.
You wrote this 849 page book, and it's great spelling and pronunciation. When you went to grammar school, did you participate in spelling bees, and did you win any spelling bees?
And what?
Your book is beautiful. There's no misspellings, and all the sentences are just right, put together professionally. And this person asked, when you were in grammar school, did you participate in spelling bees?
Spelling bees? No.
No. Mr. Jeckovich, do you think there's life on other planets?
No.
No. Have you ever rescued anyone during World War II?
Rescued?
Yeah.
Let me see. Well, the only one I can think of is Lape.
Lape, okay. Okay. Minutes, please. Mr. Jeckovich, do you believe in destiny, fate, or free will?
16.
Destiny? I believe in destiny, yeah.
Fate or free will, okay. Describe your mood right now, Mr. Jeckovich, in one word. One word, your mood right now.
Contemplating.
Contemplating, okay. What was your favorite mystery series when you listened on the radio to the several stations? When you listened, like there was no TV when you were growing up, but you listened to many radio shows. What was your favorite mystery?
Grand Central Station.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, do you think happiness is a choice?
Happiness is a choice?
Yeah.
You don't select it, you just go into it.
Okay, 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 okay. What sounds relaxes you, Mr. Jeckovich?
What?
Sounds.
What sound?
Yeah, what sounds?
Soothing music.
Soothing music. Mr. Jeckovich, what was your first job?
What was my first job?
Yeah.
I was in high school. I worked for SS Kresge's, stock boy.
Tell us exactly what you did there.
Well, I go after school, take the orders from the girls upstairs, put them in baskets, and take them upstairs.
Okay. And your mother worked there too?
Yeah, she worked there in the kitchen. She was a cook.
Did your father ever work there?
No.
Did your brothers ever work there?
No.
Did your sister ever work there?
No.
So did you work at Kresge's first or the movie theater first?
I worked at Kresge's first.
And then the movie theaters?
Yeah.
And did you work, after that you did the newspapers, or were newspapers before Kresge's?
Newspapers before that, yeah. I had 150 customers, all Polacks, all
What newspaper
Polish.
was it?
Janusz Lisinski.
All Polish, I take it?
Yeah.
And was your customers very nice to you?
Most of them, some of them that were mean didn't want to pay.
Why would they want to pay you? Did a good job.
There's one in the crowd all the time.
Was your route on Cutterback Avenue?
Huh?
Was your route on Cutterback Avenue?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think this fellow that gave you the gold coin of Trump yesterday, you could possibly have delivered papers to his family?
I don't think so, no.
Mr. Jeckovich, do you own a Swiss Army knife?
I did. I don't know what happened to it.
Where'd that knife come from?
That wife came down from a kitchen cupboard in Germany someplace.
Kitchen. So it wasn't an army knife.
No, it was it was a good knife. It had 5 or 6 apparatus, screwdrivers and everything else on it.
Was the house vacated?
Huh?
Was that house vacated?
Yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich, have you ever been pulled over by a police, and if so, why?
I've never been pulled over, no.
You never had any problems with
No. With the
inspection
police?
sticker?
No.
You said at the ski slopes, someone was waiting to pull you over.
Who?
You said at the ski slopes, someone was waiting to pull you over because you didn't have a safety sticker.
Oh, that was when we went to, we were coming from picnicking in the park, and I didn't have the sticker on.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, what used to scare you as a child?
What scared me as a child?
Yeah.
Doing what they call those getting part of the class and
okay.
yeah, all topics.
Okay, public speaking. Mr. Jeckovich, what it was or is your favorite restaurant?
What?
What was or is your favorite restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, okay. Mr. Jeckovich, being that you're in World War II and you did many daring things, have you ever gone bungee jumping?
Bungee jumping?
Yeah.
No.
Would you be interested in it?
No. I couldn't do it anyway.
Yeah. Mr. Jeckovich, have you ever gotten food poisoning?
No.
How about on that limey ship?
No, I didn't get food poisoning. I got sick.
But, okay.
It was greasy stuff.
Yeah. Mr. Jeckovich, what opportunity do you wish you would have taken
For what?
in life? What opportunity do you wish you would have taken that you regret for not taking?
Well, I had a deposit for college, but I never made it because my father died and I had to stay home.
And you would have been able to go to college for free.
Yeah, yeah.
Under the GI Bill that you
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, you grew up in Niagara Falls and you've seen a lot of tightrope artists walking across the falls. As you watched the tightrope artist going across Niagara Falls, did you ever consider being a tightrope artist?
No way, no.
way, huh?
Oh,
but you've seen them.
oh yeah, I've seen him, yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich, what's your favorite ice cream?
Ice cream vanilla. Or strawberry.
I thought it was maple walnut.
Or maple walnut.
Mr. Jeckovich, you mentioned about there was tomatoes growing in your backyard at 3063 Orleans.
No, they're on the roof of the garage.
Did you have a green thumb?
Yeah.
You did, okay. Have you ever given blood?
Oh, yeah.
Pick a title of any novel to describe your life.
A novel?
Yeah, any title that would describe your life.
Let's see. Well, it wasn't a war novel. It wasn't a war novel.
No, okay.
No. It was what they call a civilian novel.
Okay, so we'll move on. Mr. Jeckovich, because you had a lot of adversity in your life with people like DeLuca and others, what was the worst name you ever called anyone?
Called what?
What is the worst name you ever called anybody?
Called anyone?
Yeah, like, DeLuca and people like that didn't treat you right.
No, I never called them a tally or nothing. No.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, what was your special song in life?
Special song?
Yeah. Was it Glenn Miller's?
Oh, Glenn Mills, yeah.
Yeah. I see.
Tex Bedeke.
What?
Tex Bedeke.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, are you a leader or a follower?
I'm probably in the middle.
Okay, middle. That makes sense. Mr. Jeckovich, how do you feel about growing older?
How do I feel like growing older?
Yeah.
Since I can't do anything about it, I don't think about it.
Oh, that's smart. Do you brood over anything?
I brood over anything? No.
No, okay.
I brood. I don't get brood over it. I get teed off and I can't do stuff that I did 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Physically, I can't do it.
Yeah. Mr. Jeckovich, you've had many jobs during your life. Have you ever been fired before?
Fired?
Yeah.
No.
No, okay. Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, are you allergic to anything?
Allergic to anything?
Penicillin?
No, I had penicillin, no.
Mr. Jeckovich, what is your favorite dessert?
Dessert? Strawberry shortcake.
Okay. You worked with David Noss many times doing electrical work. During all your times working with electricity, have you ever been electrocuted?
I've been electrocuted not by working. I was sitting on a water pipe, working on one of the washers, and I got shorted out.
Oh, how bad was it?
I felt it. I just jumped up and I smacked my head on the counter.
Wow. Mr. Jeckovich, because you live in Florida, right next to the ocean, would you rather swim in a pool or an ocean?
I rather swim in a pool.
Pool, okay. Did you ever play chess or checkers?
I played chess for a while, but I'm not very good at it.
Okay. Well, you mentioned in your book you had a brother and a sister-in-law that were always like talking about themselves, puffed up with their own self-worth.
What do you mean, Stevie and Millie?
That's what you talked about in your book, how they'd always visit on holidays and
Yeah,
basically talk about yourself. How do you deal with shallow people, Mr. Jeckovich?
The what?
How do you deal with shallow people?
Shallow?
Shallow people, yeah.
How? Listen to them, don't make any remarks, and try to get away from them.
And just be done, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich, your father died at 43 and your mother went all the way to 89. What was your parents' greatest sacrifice they made?
The greatest?
What was your parents' greatest sacrifice?
They moved up 13th Street and bought that house on Orleans Avenue.
Okay. Okay, it was a major improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I wonder if we know the house on Orleans Avenue is still there, but I wonder if the house on 13th Street is still there.
No, probably not.
Yeah. Mr. Jeckovich, when you were in the war, you lost a lot of blood. What was your blood type?
AB.
AB. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. When you were growing up, did you ever save money in a piggy bank?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And how did you get it full? Then,
Well, I'd saved more money when I was running delivering papers. I saved more money. Stevie couldn't do it.
You couldn't deliver papers, or you couldn't save money?
He couldn't save the money. He wasn't a good businessman, I don't think.
Okay, but you were able to. Yeah. You lived in Niagara Falls almost all your life. During in Niagara Falls, did you ever pick up hitchhikers?
Pick up what?
Hitchhikers.
No.
No? Okay. How do you handle two-faced people?
Two-Face?
Yeah.
Ignore him.
Ignore them, okay. Okay. What's the biggest cities you ever been to, Mr. Jeckovich?
Biggest city, Europe or America?
Anywhere in the world.
Probably Paris.
Paris. Wow. Mr. Jeckovich, how organized of a person are you?
Oh, I'm pretty well organized, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Jeckovich is so well organized, he still has books and records of his expenses from 1960s on duplex giant wash. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5.
How many?
2.5.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, what do you think the best way is to resolve conflict?
Conflict?
Yeah.
Either, if you want to get into it, try to solve it. I don't think I just listen. Just don't make an opinion.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, when you drive around in Florida, there's a lot of people begging for money on the side of the road. Do you give money to the homeless people on the side of the road?
No.
No, okay.
I think that's a big scam.
Maybe so. Huh. Mr. Jeckovich, use one word to describe your confidence level.
Got my confidence level
Yeah.
above average.
Above average. Mr. Jeckovich, do you bite your fingernails?
No.
Did you ever?
No.
Mr. Jeckovich, how often do you laugh?
How often do I laugh?
Yeah.
When there's something funny. That's a stupid.
Hey,
That's
these are
stupid.
from all around the world. I read them as we get the text. These questions might not be important to us, but it's important to the person that texts us.
Yeah.
So we'll answer them.
What?
These questions might not be important to us, but to the person that sent them to us, it's important to them. So we'll answer them. Minutes? 1 minute? Mr. Jeckovich, what is your favorite flower?
Delphinium.
What?
Delphinium.
Delphia. Mr. Jeckovich, do you believe and think there's any kind of afterlife exists?
No.
So what do you think happens?
You're done.
That's
Finished
it.
up. Finished up.
You're done.
Pack them away. Pack them away. Put a little plaque up in the room someplace, and that's it.
Oh my God.
25 seconds.
Wow. Well, we got another one under our belts. We only have about 10 seconds left of the studio time before we get evicted.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now?
Well, listen to Trump or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it? We're early though, aren't
Oh, very
we? We knocked it off 9 o'clock.
We got,
Oh, yeah.
is it over?